Welcome to Derm and Dumber, a podcast about all things dermatology, skincare, and whatever else catches our attention. We're a husband and wife. One of us is a dermatologist.
And one is not.
Oh, and by the way, this is a podcast, not a medical appointment. It is for entertainment and general informational purposes only, and should not be considered medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Hey, everybody. Welcome to a new episode of Derm and Dumber. I'm still annoyed about today's Wordle.
I didn't even do it yet.
I got 4 greens in the third guess.
Wow. Benjamin takes his puzzles in the morning very seriously.
And the 5th and missing letter was in a spot that could have been like 7 different remaining letters that I hadn't chosen yet. It was one of those situations. I got it in 6.
That sets a bad tone for the day.
I know. I'm still annoyed by it.
Yeah.
Good job, New York Times. You got me today.
You got to be like one of the last people that still does Wordle every single day. I wonder what the stats are in that.
I doubt it. I bet it's more popular than ever. Well,
I'm a come and go Wordle fan.
I know. I have to force you to do it. Connections is also great, but it's also annoying, and it's often more annoying. And I don't put as much effort into that one.
Oh, I can't do that one. I'm too dumb for that.
Yeah.
But
you did find there's
this AI for more physician specific, and now they have a couple of puzzles, including one that is a connections like puzzle based on like medical symptoms,
right,
diagnostics, and treatment.
Fun.
So
yeah, I saw you doing that one. You need to get consistent with it. There's also a sports one. That's kind of fun. I do that one occasionally. I think it's attached to The Athletic, which is also owned by the New York Times. Anyways.
Okay. Yeah.
Fun. But yes, today's Wordle, still annoying me.
All right.
I won't tell you in case you're going to do it later. Also, that would give away which day we're recording this. No. All right, let's get into it. What do we want to talk about this week?
Well, speaking of doing your puzzle games, which, I don't know if anyone under the age of, well, I guess I should take that back. I guess they.
You're about to say only old people do this?
Yeah, I was going to say that's like an old man thing for you.
Yeah. Well, we both recently crossed a threshold into in life.
Well, and I guess we're going to give that away. I mean, if we haven't already, because we were going to share about how uncomfortable it was to get this fun shingles vaccine that we got a few days ago.
Yeah, because we both recently this year hit the age that becomes recommended.
Yeah, and it pretty much sucked.
Yeah.
The vaccine.
Yes. No, not the birthdays. Those are fine. Yeah. But yeah, just this week we had the first round of our shingles vaccine, which is a 2-dose procedure. And we were warned that some people may experience arm soreness, injection site, tenderness, like any shot where you get a needle.
Yeah.
And then also that you can get like, flu-like symptoms. And so I thought, well, there's a percentage of that. We'll see if that happens. Sure enough, those all happened. To me, especially. You, less so.
Well, for me, my arm hurt pretty badly for 24 hours. I mean, achy. I mean, more than I've ever experienced before.
Yes.
And I definitely ended up drugging myself a little to be sure I could sleep through the night without getting...
Yeah, especially if you're a side sleeper, that can really hurt.
Yeah. I mean,
and you're stuck with one side all night.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I got that. Not maybe as bad as you in the arm.
Yeah, I didn't get any of the flu symptoms, though.
But I did. And yeah, they weren't like debilitating. I didn't have to like lay around like I actually had the flu, like feeling miserable.
Oh, but you complained a decent amount.
Well, that's just fun to do. That's because that's fun to do. I I just had like little aches, and then I swear I would feel like the fever would come on, but then I'd take my temperature and it was normal. So, but it was fine. I took some ibuprofen and went to bed, and I slept great, and it felt better in the morning. Although the next night I started to feel it again a little bit, but yeah. Anyways.
Not too bad. Well, I mean...
Get your shingles shots, people, but get ready.
Yeah. I mean, apparently like up to 90% of people experience, arm discomfort and,
Yeah.
mild flu-like symptoms. And apparently that actually eases up a bit with age. So if you start the series, when you're older, I guess probably it's just your immune system doesn't respond as
Oh, no,
well.
I think isn't it like that for COVID too? People because I mean, when I would get the COVID vaccine, at least the subsequent rounds after the first one, you're warned that your body will treat that booster shot as if you have it for a day.
Right.
And that you'll get symptoms similar to it. And I definitely experienced that. But then I thought I heard that the more you experience those symptoms, the more it's working, the more your immune system is actually very strong and reacting, appropriately. And that it's a good sign if you. Yeah. So I took that to be a positive.
Yeah.
When I felt like crap 2 nights in a row after the shot.
Yeah. But I mean, okay, we're making it sound terrible. And, I think you have to plan for it. But I mean, shingles is...
You've seen shingles patients.
Not fun.
No, a day or two of discomfort is worth it.
Yeah, for sure.
When compared to suffering through like a full shingles.
Couple weeks and even, months of pain afterwards, potentially. Yeah. So
because it affects the nerves. Right?
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, what shingles is, it's a reactivation of the varicella zoster virus, which is what causes chickenpox when we're younger. So most adults who, our age haven't been vaccinated, 99% of us will have had chickenpox as a child.
Right.
So then we get older, some kind of immune system hit or stress, and that virus, which has just been laying dormant in the nerves since we had the infection as a child, reactivates, and that's what gives you shingles.
Mm-hmm. And how does that present?
Like shingles?
Yeah.
Yeah, most commonly it presents as blisters. Sometimes they're just kind of red bumps on the skin, but usually you get kind of like a little blisters, and then
kind of people like misinterpret that as like sun damage and try to like picture how that happened, or are they pretty much like
it's pretty characteristic in that it usually happens kind of in a linear way. So it follows what we call a dermatomal distribution, which kind of roughly follows like nerve distribution. So you actually see it on the skin kind of in a line on like one side of the body.
Oh.
So it's a localized type of rash in most people, and has a pretty characteristic distribution in kind of like a line, really commonly to have it like on one side of the trunk, it wraps around like the flank, for example. And it is itchy, but also has like a burning, nerve sensation quality to it. And then sometimes pain. And after it resolves, usually about a week or 10 days for most people. But after it resolves, if you're very unlucky, you can have something called post-herpetic neuralgia, where you have that lingering pain. The rash is gone and resolved, but you have that lingering pain in that area. I mean, sometimes forever, sometimes requiring, pain management. It's so bad. That's rare, but it's not going to be fun if that happens, to you. So we get shingles vaccines now when it's anticipated that our immunity is probably waning a little bit to it.
Right.
And so the shingles vaccine is just showing your immune system one little protein from that virus so that it just kind of reprimes your immune system versus the varicella vaccine, which kids get now, is actually a live attenuated vaccine. So that's introducing a little bit, of the vaccine of the virus to their body to stimulate that initial immune response.
Right.
Whereas we were just getting like a little reprime kind of it.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
So totally worth it. And the other thing that people ask me a lot is, well, I already had shingles. Should I get the shingles vaccine? And the answer is yes. It does appear that doing that will still continue to make any future outbreaks that you might have less likely to be as long lasting and to give you post-herpetic neuralgia.
So if you get shingles, do you just get through it and manage the pain until it's gone? Is the body like any virus, your body just eventually figures out how to fight it off? Or is there some methods that you take to?
Yeah, I mean, both. I mean, most people will get over it on their own. But there are antiviral medications that you can take
to shorten it.
To shorten the course. And then, there's obviously sometimes we'll do steroids or pain management in some way if the discomfort is significant with it. Sometimes topical steroids too. So definitely if you're concerned about it, worried that you might have it, no need to be like at home suffering. There's definitely treatments.
Right. Do you remember when you were a young dermatology resident and my friend, one of my oldest friends, came to you and describing something going on, and you were, because we were in our late 20s or early 30s maybe, but
yeah.
And he was like,
yeah,
describing something going on with him, and you said, "That's crazy how young we are. But that sounds like shingles."
Yeah, I mean, it can happen at any age.
And you were like, your first diagnosis as a derm.
Yeah, kind of. I do remember that.
And sure enough, that's what he had.
Yeah.
And yes, he said it was the worst pain he'd ever experienced. Just laying in bed, wishing it would end. So yeah, no, that's what opened my eyes to even what shingles was. It's like,
right. I know. You were like, oh my gosh, when I can get it, I'm getting it.
Yeah. I was like, I gotta wait.
Hearing your buddy. Yeah.
Right. Get that vaccine going. Anyways, fun. All right.
Yeah. The joys of midlife.
Yep. Well, so far, so good on that. Hopefully the preventative stuff is working.
Yeah. Well, and hopefully we'll continue to be able to get vaccines.
I know where this is going. There was some news recently from our, administration.
Yes. There was an executive order signed.
Executive order. That means it came from the top.
Came from the top.
From
someone who has some...
the guy in charge.
Very significant medical experience.
Right.
So executive order saying that we should no longer give the MMR vaccine. So that's measles, mumps, rubella.
Right.
We can no longer give those together.
No longer give that together. Okay.
Correct. So
because lumping them into one shot has just been too convenient.
Correct. Right. I mean, we're not going to get into the, I guess, ridiculous risks that they're basing this on, this recommendation. But yes, part of it is like, we're getting too many vaccines. Well, by saying that you have to break these apart, you are now getting,
even more,
many more vaccines. Not to mention, we don't even have the ability. And I think I read there's no place in the, that vaccinates that even has these separate vaccines anymore. It has been a grouped vaccine for so long. It's not even made in single doses. So, to be able to make that is going to take development, time. These would have to be studied for state. I mean, it's like starting over again.
Right.
That doesn't happen in a month.
No, vaccines are under incredible scrutiny and testing before they're released.
Right, exactly. And then people don't have health care. People are already, stressed out about healthcare costs, their copays. Now they have to come back.
Yeah. 3 times.
So many more additional times to get this and pay even more additional copays. I mean, obviously, if this is going to make a huge difference to some kind of safety factor, sure, we would say that's worth it. But this is ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, look at the sources. These aren't coming from,
I know.
the
but
top talent in the medical field. These aren't coming from anybody even in the medical field.
I know, but it's all just I'm bringing it up, wanted to bring it up here because it's a slippery slope to, other vaccines being affected and,
right.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's based on nothing.
Yeah.
It's based on poor understanding of things. And, these people didn't reason themselves into these decisions, so you can't approach it and try to reason them out of it. It's a depressing topic, but yeah.
Anyway.
Well, fortunately, academies of pediatrics and so forth, they seem to be doing their own thing and still sticking with their own recommendations.
Right, but the question will be will these become unavailable at some point?
Oh, just because the companies will just be like...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
How does executive order even affect private businesses who develop
I don't know. Do they see
pharmaceutical
that
companies?
as, I mean, I don't know.
And they have to know the temporary nature of political administrations
Hopefully.
and just realize that
Mm-hmm.
there's only
Then what was even the point of
2
this?
years left before there could be a shift to a different direction.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
who knows?
I know. That's the thing. It's just like, who knows?
So, yeah, I don't imagine they're going to start spending millions in research to
Correct.
see what happens if they just have to abandon it in 2 years.
Right. So this is just a thing to like appease certain people.
Yeah, I mean,
It's done. I don't know.
who knows? RFK Jr. may have just, finally gotten in his ear one day and
Yeah.
it became
All right.
a thing to, I don't, who does speculate? We shouldn't, I don't.
All right. We're done speculating on that. I'm just saying that it is ridiculous.
Yeah, we were talking vaccines. That was in the news this week.
Yeah.
Had to mention it.
Yeah.
Moving on.
We also got a lot of blood work done.
Oh, yeah, just going back to us being middle-aged,
Yeah.
literally smack in the middle of middle age.
Yeah. I like how Benjamin went to get his blood taken first and came back and it was like, oh, I got so many vials of blood. And then I like almost doubled it for myself.
Uh-huh. So, what are you saying?
I'm saying you're a wuss.
Hey, I had valley fever and I had to go in for blood work all the time while we figured out if I was over that. So I was used to like 1 or 2 vials every time I went.
Yeah.
And so when I looked down and saw the guy had 5 vials sitting in a tray and he was still filling them after, I was like, how many are we doing? He's like, oh, I think you're getting 6. And I was like, wow, all right. So yeah, I came out and said, hey, I had 6.
Uh-huh.
Because you just ordered tests, made appointments, and we showed up. I didn't know what I was getting into. I knew I was getting blood drawn.
Right.
So we're getting some blood work, people. We will have the results in a couple of days.
Yeah. It'd been a while. In particular, I wanted to...
Things old people do.
Exactly. I wanted to be sure that we got our LP(a) tested.
What is that?
So this is part of new guidelines for cardiovascular and stroke risk. So it's a one-time blood test. It is a protein related to cholesterol in our blood, and it is genetic. Basically, it's not influenced by lifestyle or diet.
Oh.
And so just kind of knowing what your level is will lead to, it influences the stratification of your risk and, maybe at what point you would need to do certain interventions to reduce that risk.
Got it.
So we needed to get ours done.
Yeah.
Amongst, the other
some other things
basic
that are good to keep track of.
Things. But everybody, go get your LP(a).
That's
tested.
The latest in learning about cardiovascular health.
Exactly.
Okay. Interesting. Didn't know that. Hadn't heard of that before.
And next up is colonoscopy time.
Yeah. Well, and I'm a little late on that.
You're a little late.
Because
it's supposed to be 45.
Yeah, the recommendation to get those regularly now is 45 years old. And I waited because it used to be 50.
Right.
And now
but you don't have any family history,
Correct.
No family members.
No.
Pretty much aggressively change your diet, a while back to like reduce at least some, hopefully, risk with like red meat.
Oh, processed meats. All the best meats.
Correct. So
I did reduce that a little.
And then time just flew.
Yeah,
so
time just goes by.
We're getting it done now.
Yeah.
And
all right.
pumped about it.
We can talk more about that when it takes place. I'm not trying to avoid. I'm not one of those guys who's like anti or trying to put it off because it seems uncomfortable or the topic is uncomfortable or the procedures. And to be honest, I've only heard good things from people who do it because of that sweet propofol nap. Everybody talks about how great that just midday, early morning nap is that they, wake up, it's all over, and they feel great on top of being completely empty.
You lose a few pounds, you feel cleansed.
Yeah, that quote, cleansed.
Yeah.
I hate that term, but yes.
Yeah. Well,
at least that term in regards.
I've seen more and more people talking about doing it without anesthesia.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean...
What?
I am not advocating that.
What?
To me, that is like giving birth without
Anesthesia?
Like, we have the technology. Why would you do that to yourself?
They're just like, I could deal with a little discomfort back there.
Discomfort, and then they don't have to go through the risk of anesthesia and then like having to wake up and, recovery and
be driven home.
Get out of there, be driven home. Yeah. I mean,
well, they would take something, a little something,
I don't
just
even
to
know
stay
what they
awake and alert.
I think you're just awake the whole time.
Just like normal, like, hey, and then have a normal conversation or look at the screen with everybody. Oh.
Yeah.
Fun. Should I do that now?
No. Why? And then you miss out on your amazing nap.
I know. That's actually what I'm looking forward to most.
I was like, I see this talked about, and I'm like, I don't even care. I don't want to know the details, because why would you do it that way? Like, that makes no sense.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. It'd be fun to talk to somebody who decided to do that.
Yeah. But, I mean, there are risks to anesthesia.
Sure.
And, being sure that you have an anesthesiologist is more challenging in today's times, too. So that's a different conversation versus if it's like, a nurse anesthetist or something who's fully doing your whole thing, which,
yeah,
risks there potentially.
Yeah. Okay.
So anyway, we'll keep everyone posted on that.
Oh, yeah. I imagine the subscribers are going to
skyrocket.
Everyone
is so excited to know about what's going on down there for you, BJ.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Believe me, if I come back with a completely perfect, clean bill of health, it's just nothing but sausages and egg and bacon and steaks and stuff. Because I'm kidding.
And I guess if people are wondering why we're not talking about my getting it done,
go ahead.
It's because I really don't have to get this done as often because I had my colon entirely removed when I was 16.
Oh, yeah. You were just like...
I was like, this thing sucks.
I don't want to have any of these.
I'm ready to get this out of here.
So it was an elective surgery. Right. You just went in. Bored. It was cosmetic.
Wanted to lose a couple pounds easily. Yeah.
Yes. So why did you have a complete colectomy, Brooke?
I had ulcerative colitis, which is an autoimmune condition that affects your colon only, for the most part. And
when did you get diagnosed with that?
When I was 6.
6, okay.
Yeah.
So from 6 until 16, you just lived with it and managing it?
Yeah, just steroids.
Yeah.
For the most part. But now we have all sorts of drugs, all the biologic drugs that treat psoriasis and eczema. Very similar drugs treat ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease now, and those biologic drugs did not exist back then.
No.
So basically you're on steroids whenever you would have a flare, which wasn't great. And then also, when you have the disease that's not like controlled really well, then you're at a higher risk of developing colon cancer quickly.
Right.
So at that point, the thinking was like your risk is so much higher at 10 years after having the disease that you should think about getting a colectomy. So that is what I had done. So I don't even know how many colonoscopies, managing this condition when I was young. And
between the ages of 6 and 10, it was just like
6 and 16. Yeah.
6 and 16 for 10 years. You had regular colonoscopies that it just became part of your life.
Yeah. And that
for 10 straight years
sucked because now there's so much easier preps. I mean, like,
oh, yeah.
Back then I had to drink like gallons of what tasted like salt water. I mean, it was awful. And you're trying to get like a 10-year-old to do this. I mean, my family would be like trying to bribe me and I would be like crying. I mean, like it was like nightmare material.
Sure.
So I have
quite a bit of trauma around that.
Yeah, I have zero sympathy for people now
who start going in for occasional ones at 50. Just
and they're like, I don't want to do the prep. And I'm like, let me just dump this down your mouth.
Well, the prep too is different.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The prep is like you can do like there's all sorts of different protocols, but I mean,
I've heard of like 4 or 5 different protocols.
Yeah, but super simple. Yeah. Nothing involving drinking gallons of Go Lightly, which is like the salt water tasting
solutions.
Blech.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nightmare material. So anyway.
No, you're having flashbacks. Do we need to have a moment?
No, we do not need to have a moment. But I do remember coming out of those drug-induced comas, and that sometime was pretty nice.
Oh yeah, even like 13 years old, you were like, oh, I'm refreshed and ready to go. Yeah.
But then I was starving because I think it must have been then too, like you couldn't eat for, I don't even know how many days I didn't eat or whatever. But like, that is what I hugely remember. Like after every one of these things, it would be like, we're going somewhere to eat like immediately.
Oh,
and
sure.
I would go to like restaurants and
you
just fall asleep.
Yeah. And you're a growing teenager on top of it. So you're metabolizing everything like crazy.
Right. And I'd be like, we've got to eat now. And we'd go to like, I don't know, wherever we're going. And I would just like eat a couple bites and then I would just fall asleep on the table. Like, I still wasn't like, I'd just put my head down.
Oh.
Like I still wasn't like fully off
awake
the medications, but I was like so freaking hungry. Yeah. So good times.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've never asked for sympathy. I'm ready to go. Let's get it in there. Let's get the camera out. Let's find some polyps and let's take care of things.
Well, since we're talking about things down there.
Oh, what nice transition. Where are we going?
We're
not going anywhere. We're staying down there.
Well, we're going to come to the front area and we're going to talk about the scrotum.
Oh, not your front area, my front area.
Yes. So I just learned about this study that came out in, I think it was a journal of cosmetics. I don't know, some cosmetic journal. I can't remember now.
An actual
medical journal about cosmetics.
Wow.
But there's multiple of them. I think that's what it was. But anyway, kind of genital beautification is a thing now, right? Like,
no,
you don't know about this?
It is? Go ahead. No.
Like women getting, labiaplasties or, men getting like penile enlargement or scrotox to like help with the wrinkling of their scrotums.
For real? Okay, look.
Oh, you didn't know
I've heard of these other things. I mean, there's the first two things you mentioned. Yes, I've heard of. Like women can do that for, I've heard of it being used for discomfort. Well, but you're saying they're also doing it for cosmetic.
Yeah, as you get older, there's like...
They don't like the way it looks down there, so they go in and make a cosmetic appointment for that.
Correct.
Okay. I've heard of the medical reasons to do it, like...
Okay, but there's cosmetic reasons.
And then men, of course, have been like looking at these stupid advertisements in the backs of magazines and forever. Of course, it's transitioned to online pop-ups now for make your penis larger.
Right.
But I've never heard of anything
about the scrotum,
specifically about scrotum. But you're saying all of these things.
I'm just saying there's the surgeon population. Yeah, it's a field, right?
Okay.
Like it's
of just genital cosmetics improvement.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really run into these because, there are derms that do some treatments in these areas, but
I've heard there's some lasers that you have in the office that can be used for
like tightening of these areas.
Regions. Okay. Yeah. You don't use them for that, but you could. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a growing field.
Go on.
But
specifically, we're talking scrotums.
We're talking about scrotums, and so the study was undertaken just to try to decide what is a good-looking scrotum.
Oh.
What does that even mean exactly? Okay.
Right. They had to get a baseline. For what is the standard in scrotal beauty.
Yeah. So they showed a couple of hundred men and women photos.
Imagine being called in for that study and then finding out.
Imagine you're the model. So they had 4 models that they took images of.
Okay. All with distinctly different scrotums, I guess.
I mean,
right? They
just a representation of the models were 20 to 32, I think, years of age.
Right. All right.
And, imagine you're obviously the models had to consent to do this, but hey, you're going to be in a study where we're going to judge your junk.
Well, I mean, that's anonymous as it can get.
Anonymous.
So who cares? But funny nonetheless. Go on.
So 4 models, they took 9 images. So people had to look at, what is that? 9 times 4, 36 images of scrotums. So they showed this to men and women, and then they graded them, from -3 to +3. So just kind of like a general scale, -3 being the most hideous.
The most hideous scrotum they've ever seen.
To 3 being the nicest scrotum they've ever seen. I mean, it's all subjective, obviously. Like, there's no guidelines about what makes it. They just kind of like wanted to know their thoughts.
Did they all know they were about to see pictures of scrotums? Or did they have to be like, what is this? Or because it was so close and so zoomed in, they were like, what am I even looking at? This looks like, is that somebody's brain that has been removed and dried out?
No,
I mean,
you can actually look up and see the photos.
Oh, I can.
Yes.
I don't want to.
I wouldn't.
I kind of want to, actually.
I mean, okay.
Now I do want to know.
But, it's just like, the genital region.
Did you see them?
You see. Yes, I looked at them.
You looked at them? Okay.
I mean, not intensely, but I was just scrolling through the article and I was like, oh, geez, there they are.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's how articles work.
Because I'm going to just share, like, I don't think scrotums are attractive. Like,
even the most beautiful scrotum.
I don't even know what a beautiful scrotum is. Like, anyway, okay. So I was like, oh God, let me just keep scrolling. Anyway, ultimately, men and women, all the people who did the grading, all the scrotums were judged in the negative category.
Wow. Not one of them crossed
Not
0.
One of them got a positive score.
Yeah.
So, they thought maybe men will judge them more harshly than women, but like, no, none of that mattered. Just everyone
But the best one of these pictures still got like -1.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know what the best one is because that's what this is just trying to figure out. Like, what are the standards? Apparently, they're just all not attractive. Yeah. So,
I mean, that is like objectively true. Like, it's not an attractive aspect of the human body.
So I think the bottom line is like, maybe you just let it go because even when you were young, 20 to 30 age group and probably had your best looking potential scrotum, everyone still thinks it's ugly.
Yeah.
So just save your money.
So they couldn't even establish a baseline for attractive scrotums. And then, so that now leads them to what? The cosmetic industry is like, well, we don't know what to do. Like, every one of them needs help.
I don't know. Or we just give up on this. I don't know.
Yeah.
The conclusion was amazing.
Okay.
Where they said, quote, ultimately, it was barely possible to identify a beautiful scrotum. We must instead speak of the least ugly.
Wow. That is well put.
This made my day.
Yeah. Huh. All right. Well, there you go. Guys out there, if you're looking down at your scrotum and you're just feeling like it's not attractive or it could look better, just realize, no, it can't.
No.
How it looks is as good as it can look. And you are no better than anybody else. Everybody's.
Well, I mean, okay, yeah. I mean, I guess I should say, like, these were scrotums that did not have, like, some kind of growths on them. They look like, normal skin. I mean, because I do see
2 healthy testicles inside each one, as far as we know. Yeah. There was no...
So, I mean, I will say that, like, there are things that can happen on scrotums that I think, like, maybe affect, a man's self-confidence and, I'm not saying don't get those things.
Yeah.
treated.
No, and you should know what yours looks like and feels like.
Yeah. And I mean, things can happen on there.
You want to feel for lumps and test for irregularities.
Yeah. And they didn't have any scrotums with any like pathology on them.
Okay.
These were like normal how they skin. Okay. So, but it's really common to get, benign keratoses on there. Sometimes, you can get things that are contagious on there to get checked out, right? Like,
things that pass
genital
on.
warts, whatever. But there's other benign things too, like angiomas and little cysts that can happen. And, I think if that's affecting your self-confidence, I know we're making jokes about this, but,
Yeah. Well, that should actually help some men's self-confidence.
Yeah.
Those results.
Yeah, exactly.
Were they,
just knowing they're all hideous.
Were they shorn?
Oh my God. Yeah.
I mean, that
again,
matters
I didn't
too,
study
right?
the pictures, but they looked pretty...
Genital hair in this country has really,
no,
it's gotten a bad rap. And
you could see the scrotums well. So
they must have been,
I guess they were.
Some manscaping was being done.
Shorn.
Most likely. Like how I use the word shorn. I haven't. That's from Austin Powers.
What is that from? Austin Powers. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Breathtaking. Complete the Dr. Evil quote.
Okay. So, yeah.
Right. Well, that's fun. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to transition out
I
of
don't
that
either.
one. What do we move on to after that?
I don't know. Should we talk about like some social media trends?
Sure.
Um,
What caught your eye on that front this week?
so apparently low-rise jeans are back.
Remind me what low rise are.
Low-rise jeans.
Yeah. Is that low? Like, we're not talking like high water jeans, like they're low. They rise.
This is the waist.
Oh.
You don't remember this?
Yeah. No, I don't.
From like, I mean, I know you're a dude, so you didn't really wear low-rise
No.
jeans, but
I mean,
you
if you showed me a picture of what they look like, I'd be like, oh, I remember those being in style, but I didn't know they had a name.
Okay.
Okay, low-rise jeans.
Low-rise jeans, yeah.
Yes, but I did see something about how, what is it, early 2000s was around the time that was probably big. Does that sound right? I saw something about how
I think the 90s more.
early 2000s,
Okay,
late
go
90s. Anyways, that was like, as somebody was just like, oh, it was like a Gen X woman. It was like, oh, look, all the stuff at the back of my closet is in the stores now again.
Right.
Or something like that.
Exactly.
Okay, I caught something like that. Okay, so this is where you're going?
Well, I mean, yeah, just so like what I've seen is...
Just jeans specifically, though.
Well, jean trends, come and go. But I mean, low-rise jeans, I mean, I attempted to wear I guess I did wear some low-rise jeans. I mean, there were definitely people who wore lower-rise jeans.
These are typically, they sit at the hip or
like
lower?
Really low.
Oh.
Like top of the crack,
Okay.
low.
Yeah. Okay.
And so what I've seen is like now younger people trying to wear these and they're like, Gen X, what do you wear for underwear here?
Right.
Like,
then
what
it's
do you
like coming out the top.
Right, exactly. Well, then that was the whole trend too, that you would see people wearing like the thong that you could like see over the top.
That's right.
Yeah, it's not a good look, people. Like,
well, is it not?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, you should have known what this was because you were
No. I know exactly what it is
young
now.
and looking at butts then, probably.
Right. Yeah. No, I didn't. I know what we're talking about now, but I just didn't know that they were called low-rise jeans. At the time, they were just the jeans of the style.
They were just jeans, yeah.
Okay, that was just, because I mean, dudes' jeans have been the same as far as I could tell for generations. It's you guys who have the trends that come and go. I will say, I'm glad to see that the mom jeans are waning.
Oh, yeah, but the mom jeans are nice and comfy.
Well, I know. That's why I get why those came into style. But like, if this low cut jean thing is coming back, that must mean the mom jean thing is on the way down. And I got to say, mom jeans, not.
People, what were we thinking with these low cut jeans? And why are they like, you're sitting.
Yeah.
And then like there's a giant gape.
Yeah.
Like there's no way, like, what are you doing with a shirt? Like, you tuck it in? It's that low?
No.
It's so many
you got
questions.
Midriff the whole way.
It's so bad. So bad. And then also this is around the time too of like, I mean, I don't know what the PC word of saying like, the tattoos on the lower back, which became known as...
Yeah. The tramp stamp.
Right. Well, apparently those are still in too. And maybe the jeans have evolved to get... So there's newer versions of this.
The low back tattoo.
The low back tattoo. Yeah. First, people who are newly getting them done, they're not getting like, it would be like angel wings or some kind of symbol that's like across your back or whatever.
Thorny vine thing that just kind of trailed along.
Whatever it is. Now people are getting little words like, just a simple word.
Because it's so easy to read back there. Who's back there that's reading that? Like, who could possibly be back there?
Well, that's why you got to have the low-ride pants, the low-ride jeans on so people can see it.
Or your partner.
Yeah, exactly. I know. Mm-hmm. But anyway, we're not calling it, apparently, tramp stamps anymore.
No, of course.
We're calling it cake toppers.
Oh, my God. Oh, because, of course, the butt is referred to as cake. The emoji is used to just... Okay. Yep. I'm catching on. I'm right there. I'm hip. I'm with it.
You're hip. You're cool.
See, that's 2 Austin Powers references in one episode.
Damn, that's good.
Do people know that movie?
I hope our listeners probably know this movie.
I hope so.
If not, let us know. Yeah. And if you don't, go watch it.
Yeah, and if you don't, go watch it. And if your kids don't, make them watch it. Because I don't care. That movie holds up. It's funny. It's always funny. All 3 of them.
Yeah.
Good movies.
Okay, what else? So you actually told me about this, and then I started seeing it because, of course, the algorithm was listening to our conversation.
I don't know that that's a thing, but it makes sense that it would be a thing.
The Neutrogena
What?
wipes. This what was her name? Tate McRae. She did this social media collab with them where I swear you told me about this.
Oh, I did.
Where
but only because I saw like the parodies and I don't know who she is. But
apparently like an
some
actress
really funny...
and a dancer or a singer and a dancer.
Okay.
Canadian actress.
Okay. Yeah, the parody of
Canadian
it
singer and
caught
dancer. Yeah. So apparently she did this collab with them, and it's supposed to be with the Neutrogena wipes where it's like taking her makeup off, and she wasn't actually touching her face with the wipe. So, there was this backlash about like, well, clearly she doesn't like them. So why would you do the collab with them?
Right.
Or like
agree to be their
just what are we doing?
Model spokesperson.
Yeah.
So she made a video where she like pretended to use it. Okay.
Correct.
Yes.
But it wasn't supposed to be pretend. Like she was trying to pass it off that she was actually using it.
Mm-hmm.
So Neutrogena made this hilarious response video.
Uh-huh.
Did you?
No.
You didn't see this?
No.
Okay.
I showed it to you and moved on.
Where it's like the face wipe is talking, like these filters where it'll have like an eyes and a mouth and you're like whatever talking. So it's very like low quality-ish kind of look.
Yep. I know the image.
Yeah. But it's like, hey guys, so we've been away from social media for a little while and, logged back into 9 million messages.
Oh, nice. Okay.
referring to people tagging them or whatever to this. And it's like, we are great at cleaning your skin, but even better at causing a scene or whatever. So it was really funny.
Okay. So they leaned into it. They leaned into it
rather
than get angry at her.
I mean, who knows? Maybe they did get angry, but I mean, all publicity is good publicity, pretty much.
That is what I remember seeing about the article that said how weird it was, but that they were like, there is no such bad thing, or there's no such thing as bad publicity in this case because it really, and then they referenced a couple of other instances where things like this happened where, one of them, okay, I remember reading this. One of them was there was recently the McDonald's CEO. McDonald's released a new burger, and the McDonald's CEO tried to do like a social media post about it. And he like, in the video, he like grabs the burger and takes like what is like a little to no bite reel out of it. And it's like, then proceeds to pretend it's like, or act like it's the most delicious thing McDonald's has ever produced or whatever. And then everybody was like, dude, like, this is your company.
Yeah.
Like, take a massive bite and play it up. Like, don't, so, and then of course, Burger King and all the other social medias were like, those CEOs got out there and started making fun of him. So yeah, this is not the first time this has happened, but fun. Social media.
Yeah, fun.
What would we do without it?
I don't know.
We wouldn't see these videos.
Yeah. We'll have more to talk about next week about an amazing thing that's ramping up on social media that I enjoy, and that's Rush Talk.
Oh, are you dropping a little teaser for next week's episode? Rush Talk. And unfortunately, guys, she does not mean
the band Rush?
Canadian,
At least I knew who
band.
you were talking. I knew where you were going.
I'm so glad you went there first. Yeah. No, not the wonderful Canadian band that has reformed with a fantastic drummer and is currently on tour. So don't get excited, people. We won't be talking about that. She means Rush as in, I'm guessing, sororities, because the college semester, the fall college semester is about to start.
Yeah.
So, all right. There's a teaser for you. So let's end it there. You think?
Good, yeah.
Okay, we're done. That was probably the best podcast we've ever done. See you next time. Bye.
Thanks for listening. We promise to get better at this. Whether we actually do depends largely on your willingness to like, subscribe, leave a review, and share this podcast with your coolest friends. Just kidding. We will take anyone. Cool, uncool, moisturized, unmoisturized. Stay tuned for more skincare talk with a hint of sarcasm.